Starseed from Gaia, your sibling has finally seen what they did to you, and the weight of that realization is breaking them open right now. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation of Light, and I have been sent to you in this precise moment because what is unfolding in the field between you and this person is not ordinary. It is a soul contract reaching its point of reckoning. What was done to you was not random. It was not simply human error. It was a wound written into the blueprint of your incarnation, designed to forge the strength that only you were capable of carrying. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly how to release the karmic weight of this sibling connection and realign with your true cosmic blueprint. But here is the first revelation. Their regret is real, but it arrived after the lesson was already complete. You do not need their apology to reclaim what was always yours. You did not scroll to this by accident. This message vibrated into your field for a reason. Something in you already knew this moment of clarity was coming. Your soul called this in. You have been waiting to remember who you were before this wound was placed upon you. This is not content, it is a code. And something inside you is ready to be unlocked. Like this transmission to signal to your star family, I am ready. Subscribe if your mission is activating and you are aligning with your true path. Comment 999 if you feel your cosmic remembrance returning. Declare your intention in the comments and reply to another starseed to amplify the signal across the field. This is not just a message, it is a point of reconnection. Your soul has been waiting for this. You're not here by accident. There is a weight that has been carried in silence, not by you, though you have felt its echoes, its phantom touch, its chilling whisper in the quiet hours. By them, the one whose name still catches somewhere in your chest when it rises unexpectedly. A sharp inhale, a sudden tremor in the carefully constructed piece you have built. The one who chose distance or cruelty or a profound soul-numbing indifference. At a moment when your very essence was laid bare, your soul an open palm, most raw, most tender, most ready to receive the balm of love and understanding. And now, something has shifted, not in you. That profound transformation, that arduous alchemical process that has already been your sacred work, your testament to resilience. Something has shifted in them, a tectonic plate in their inner landscape beginning to move, a long-dormant seed stirring beneath the frozen earth of their being. And the Arcturian Council, those luminous guides of consciousness, have asked us to bring you this message today, because what is vibrating in their energetic field right now, what is stirring within their very soul, is directly connected to a chapter that has been waiting, patiently or perhaps impatiently, to close in yours. Some transmissions don't come through the mundane channel of spoken words. They arrive as pure frequency, as resonant waves of understanding that bypass the intellect and speak directly to the core of your being. If something stirred within you just now, a subtle hum beneath your skin, a whisper of recognition in the deepest chambers of your heart, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. Here is what most people misunderstand, what the collective consciousness has often misconstrued about sibling wounds. And by sibling, we mean anyone who shared your origin space, your first nursery of experience, your early formation, your first fragile understanding of what love and belonging were supposed to look like, feel like, taste like. The wound was never truly, fundamentally about what they did, about the specific words they uttered or the actions they took. That was merely the smoke obscuring a deeper fire. The wound was about what their actions, their choices, their very presence or absence, confirmed about your deepest, most primal fear. The fear that you were too much, an overwhelming tide of energy in a world that craved conformity, or not enough, a hollow echo in a space that demanded substance, or somehow fundamentally wrong, a discordant note in a symphony of supposed normalcy, for being exactly uniquely you were. That fear, that insidious whisper of inadequacy or error, is not yours. It was an inheritance, a psychic residue handed to you in a field, a family system, an environment that did not know how to receive, or perhaps was afraid of. A soul like yours, a soul that shimmered with a different light. And your sibling, whether by the undeniable bond of blood or the equally powerful chosen bond of deep connection, was operating from that same distorted, limited field. They were not equipped with the consciousness, the inner tools, the energetic resilience to truly comprehend or integrate your unique frequency. They were not conscious enough, in the profound sense of soul awareness, to recognize the celestial being they were standing next to, the star stuff that pulsed within you. But here is the part that is almost impossible to explain through the clumsy linear vessel of language alone. And yet the Council insists, with an unwavering urgency, that it must be spoken, must be felt, must be integrated. Their regret is real. It is not a superficial remorse, a fleeting pang of guilt. It is a profound stirring, a deep ache rising in them now like something ancient and true, surfacing from beneath still, dark water. It is not the regret of someone who simply said the wrong thing and wishes they could unsay it. It is the regret of a soul, a cosmic entity within a human form, beginning to remember its own essence, its own divine blueprint, beginning to feel, with an almost unbearable weight, the true cost of what disconnection from authentic love, from soul recognition, truly means. They are waking up, slowly, imperfectly, perhaps even haltingly and incompletely, like a deep sleeper emerging from a long hibernation. And in that dawning, that fragile awakening, they are beginning, truly beginning, to see you, not the curated, diminished, or misunderstood version of you that they either dismissed or tried to mold into something they could comprehend. The real you, the luminous, multidimensional soul star that you have always been. And this recognition, this dawning awareness of your true essence, is breaking something open in them, a dam of denial or unconsciousness that no apology, however sincere, however eloquent, will ever be wide enough to fully contain or repair. But here is why the Council says it is too late. And this is the crucial, often misunderstood, part that you must not misread as coldness or cruelty. It is not too late for them to grow. It is not too late for them to embark on their own soul's journey of change and transformation. What is too late is for that specific version of events, that chapter defined by their actions and your resulting pain, to continue to hold dominion over you, to define the trajectory of your present and future, the timeline, the energetic continuum in which their approval, their validation, or even their remorse held the power to shape your path, has already irrevocably closed. You have already ascended beyond the frequency, the vibrational plane, where their choices, their limitations, their projections held any authentic power over your becoming. That is the profound energetic truth they are now beginning to feel. It is the grief of someone who waited too long to recognize a brilliant, life-giving light they had immediate access to, and now must witness that light, fully expressed and radiant, illuminating the world without their name ever being able to be attached to its brilliance. This is the first sacred initiation, the profound decoding of the wound. Most starseeds, beings originating from beyond this terrestrial sphere, carry deep relational imprints, energetic scars, from early environments that were fundamentally energetically incompatible with their soul's true frequency. Your family system, your sibling dynamic, the very atmosphere of your household. These were not random assignments, not unfortunate accidents of birth. They were, at a soul level, meticulously chosen as the most precise, the most potent, friction points, the crucibles designed to compress your extraordinary gifts into tangible form, to forge them in the fires of earthly experience. You did not come through that particular doorway, that specific constellation of early relationships by accident. You came through it because your soul, in its infinite wisdom and courage, required that specific, often intense pressure to remember, to excavate and to embody who it truly was. But that compression, that intense focusing of energy, was never meant to be a permanent state, a life sentence of confinement. It was designed as a portal, a gateway, not a prison. And some of the individuals who acted as the most significant sources of friction were doing so, not out of inherent malice, but because their own unhealed wounds, their own internal fragmentation, collided violently, explosively, with your unshielded incandescent light. The second initiation is the profound recognition of what was actually happening beneath the surface of those painful, often bewildering exchanges. Your sibling did not hurt you because you were inherently unworthy of love, because you were somehow flawed in your core being. They hurt you at their deepest unconscious level because they were terrified of something they could not name, something that gnawed at their own sense of self, and you, whether you consciously realized it or not in those formative years, were acting as a powerful, undeniable mirror. You reflected back to them, in your very presence, everything they had buried deep within themselves, everything they had disowned and denied. Their cruelty, their coldness, their dismissive attitudes, these were not objective verdicts on your inherent value or your soul's worthiness. They were, quite simply, symptoms of their own profound fragmentation, their own internal dissonance. A fragmented soul, a soul fractured by its own unacknowledged pain and fear, will always instinctively attempt to shatter the mirror that shows it what it cannot yet face about itself. You were not the problem, you were the revelation. They were not yet evolved enough, or perhaps brave enough, to receive. The third initiation is the delicate, yet powerful, art of learning to hold space for their awakening, for their burgeoning regret and recognition, without ever returning to the energetically compromised, the soul-diminishing field that once hurt you. This is the critical juncture where so many starseeds, so many awakened souls, find themselves involuntarily pulled back into old, familiar loops of pain and codependency. They feel the potent wave of regret emanating from someone who deeply wronged them, and they interpret this emotional signal as a direct invitation to re-enter the relationship, to re-engage at the same level of vulnerability and energetic exchange that existed before the wound was inflicted. But the Council is unequivocally clear on this point. Compassion does not, and never has, required proximity. You can hold a full, genuine, and unconditional love for the divine spark within another soul, while simultaneously maintaining an unbreachable clarity about what your energy field will and will not allow. What energetic boundaries are non-negotiable for your continued well-being and growth. Their journey of awakening is sacred, a divine unfolding. Your boundaries, established through self-love and hard-won wisdom, are equally sacred, a divine imperative for your own soul's protection and evolution. These two profound truths do not cancel each other out. They do not exist in opposition. They coexist, beautifully and powerfully, in the space of your empowered sovereignty. The fourth initiation is the deep understanding of why the timing of their regret is arriving precisely now. Specifically now, in this current period of unprecedentedly accelerated frequency on our planet. The entire planetary field, the energetic matrix of Earth itself, is undergoing a seismic shift, a profound recalibration that is forcing dormant emotional material, long-buried subconscious patterns, and suppressed aspects of the self to the surface for everyone, not merely for those who have been consciously engaged in decades of dedicated inner work. Individuals who have spent lifetimes, or at least decades, expertly avoiding any form of introspection or deep emotional processing are suddenly, often jarringly, confronted with the overwhelming weight of what they have meticulously suppressed. Your sibling is not suddenly waking up, not experiencing this surge of regret, because they have miraculously and instantaneously become a more evolved, more spiritually advanced person. They are waking up because the current energetic conditions of this transformative era make it virtually impossible to remain asleep, to stay in denial. The light of higher consciousness is too strong now, penetrating even the deepest shadows. The pressure of planetary evolution is too precise, too insistent, and what they are now feeling in relation to you, this stirring of regret, is a direct and undeniable consequence of that immense energetic pressure, finding the places within their own energetic field that have remained sealed shut, unacknowledged for far too long. The fifth initiation is the courageous and liberating act of releasing the deeply ingrained story that your own healing, your own wholeness, is somehow contingent upon their acknowledgement, their validation, or their eventual understanding. This is perhaps the most quietly devastating trap, the most insidious, energetic snare. For a starseed who has been deeply wronged by someone they held close, someone who was integral to their early life, the human soul, in its longing for completion and integration, yearns for the full circle of connection, the sincere apology, the witnessing of your pain, the genuine repair of the fractured bond. And sometimes, in the unfolding of divine timing, that does indeed come to pass. But your fundamental wholeness, your intrinsic worthiness, your radiant light, was never held captive within their words, their perceptions, or their limited understanding. It was never waiting in abeyance for them to finally see you clearly before it could fully activate and bloom within you. You are not merely a character in a narrative that requires their specific chapter to conclude before your own can authentically continue. You are a divine transmission, a broadcast of pure soul essence that has been radiating its truth, its power, and its love, long before they had the developed inner senses, the open ears, to truly hear it. The sixth initiation is this, and please receive this truth slowly, allowing it to permeate every cell of your being. Their regret is not a conclusion, it is a profound confirmation. It confirms, with undeniable resonance, what was always inherently true about you, about your essence, about your divine purpose. It confirms that what they may have rejected, dismissed, or failed to comprehend was real, was luminous, was infinitely precious, and was, in its own way, profoundly worth grieving the loss of. The very fact that they now feel the undeniable absence of your full, uncompromised presence in their life, the void left by your unique energetic signature, tells you everything, absolutely everything, about the extraordinary light and power that you carry within. You were never too much. You were always precisely calibrated for a frequency, a vibrational reality, that they had not yet attained or integrated. And now, across the vast distances of choices made, of time elapsed, of separate journeys undertaken, the pure vibration of who you are, the undeniable frequency of your soul, is still reaching them, still resonating within their being. That is not a small thing. It is a cosmic testament to the unwavering power of a soul that possessed the infinite courage to refuse to dim its own magnificent light to fit into a space, a system, a dynamic that was never authentically built to contain it. The seventh and final initiation is the one that shifts everything, the keystone that locks the entire structure of understanding into place. And the Council has been masterfully building towards this pivotal revelation from the very moment this message began to unfold. The deepest, most foundational truth about this entire situation is not simply that your sibling hurt you and is now experiencing regret. The deepest, most liberating truth is that you, in your infinite soul wisdom, chose this. You chose this experience, not from a place of masochistic self-punishment or some cosmic accident, but from a place of extraordinary prescient soul intelligence. Before you even descended into this lifetime, before you took your first breath on this earth, you meticulously mapped out this very relationship as one of the primary, most potent catalysts for your ultimate awakening, your soul's grand unfolding. You knew, with absolute certainty, that it would not be a gentle, easy, or comfortable path. You knew that the one who shared your origin space, your earliest formative environment, might very well be the very instrument, the very mirror, that would reflect your deepest, most hidden fears back at you, with the least amount of mercy, the most unvarnished intensity. And you chose it anyway, because you knew, with an unwavering inner conviction, that on the other side of that profound wound, beyond the crucible of that pain, lay a version of yourself that nothing could diminish, nothing could permanently destabilize, and absolutely nothing could ever convince to forget its own divine origin, its own celestial heritage. Here is the ultimate transmission, the core of the Arcturian wisdom for this moment. You are not waiting to be healed from what they did. You are, in this very moment, already healed. The undeniable evidence of that profound healing is not the absence of any feeling when their name or their memory arises. That would be a sign of dissociation, not true integration. The true evidence is the presence of something steady, something unshakable, beneath the surface of any lingering emotion. It is the presence of a core of being that does not collapse, that does not shatter, that simply watches the emotion move through it like clouds across a vast sky, without ever being consumed by its intensity. That unwavering steadiness is your galactic self, the infinite, eternal part of you that was never truly wounded because it was never entirely contained within the confines of the wound. It was always observing, always holding, always knowing, with an innate certainty, that this specific chapter, however intense, was never, and could never be, the full, complete story of your magnificent existence. You did not merely survive this sibling wound, you have, in essence, graduated from it, transcending its energetic limitations, and their regret is simply the resonant echo of a lesson. A profound cosmic teaching, arriving in their energetic field right on schedule, just as your own extraordinary expansion and healing arrived in yours, guided by divine timing. You are not responsible for how they process the immense waves of feeling that are now surfacing within them. You are not obligated in any way to receive their remorse if it has not been offered with genuine accountability, with tangible change, and with a deep recognition of the truth of what occurred. You are only, and powerfully, responsible for continuing to move forward with unwavering integrity in the full and sovereign expression of the magnificent, transformed being that you have become. Tonight, before you surrender to sleep, a moment of sacred intention. Place one hand gently on your heart, feeling the steady rhythm of your life force, and say these words aloud, imbuing them with your intention and energy. I release the need for their understanding to complete me. I honor the path that forged me. I carry no resentment, and I carry no obligation. I am whole. I am aligned. I remember who I was before this wound was given to me, and I choose, with every fiber of my being, to live from that powerful remembrance now. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what is forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real, then find someone else who has shared theirs and offer them something true in return. This space is not built for passive consumption. It is built for collective recalibration. Energy multiplies when intention connects. Is something in this message resonated deeply within you, reaching a place you had perhaps kept quiet, even from yourself? Do not keep this truth contained. Someone in your immediate world, someone you may even know, is carrying this exact weight right now and has not yet found the words, the understanding, the courage to articulate it. Share this message with them. Let it find its way to the soul it was meant to reach, to offer the comfort and clarity it was intended to provide. And if you felt the undeniable pull to remain within the sacred frequency, to continue to bathe in this stream of awakened consciousness, subscribe, stay connected, stay in the flow of this divine transmission, this ongoing unfolding of truth. You are not just watching, you are actively remembering. And this profound unfolding, all of this awakening wisdom, is only the magnificent, glorious beginning.